Hey, hello and welcome. My name is Miss Tina and you are watching Swaziland, the occasional dose of my reviews, reactions and opinions. And today I'm going to react to the latest chapter of One Piece, chapter 1109. All I know about this chapter that there is going to be, actually it's not about the chapter, it's about the next chapter because there will be a break next week. So yeah, that's that. But I sort of expected that because we had 3 chapters in a row, I believe, or this is the 3rd chapter in a row. So these things happen. I hope you had a great week and weekend and week after that. This chapter came out later than usual, but it doesn't mean that it is not welcome. Last chapter we were wondering whether we will have some kind of flashback or not about the Void Century. I'm still not sure what Oda is thinking, and as you know, my deduction skills regarding Oda's imagination and creative line is not very compatible, let's put it this way. Anyways, thank you very much for joining me and watching and liking and subscribing during these videos, to these videos. I really appreciate it, and thank you for all the comments and all the fun facts. People like to talk about several things, and the passion of One Piece or reading of One Piece is really what unites us and connects us, and I think that's a great thing. It's being part of a bigger thing and have a common ground. And this is what we strive for as human beings. It's just not enough that you have hands and everything. It's like, no, it's something different. And for us, it's One Piece. Okay, let's see the latest chapter of One Piece, chapter 1109. Okay, I'm kind of excited, but I don't know what to expect. So okay, I like the title already. Termination. Okay. It doesn't have a positive meaning, let's put it this way. And you can see the skull, okay? Or maybe we get a story, cover story, a submerged Onigashima. A cover story. But cover story, what are you doing, Oda? Are you bringing back Kaido and Big Mom and they live under the sea? Wow. So Onigashima is at the bottom of the sea. And what else? This skull here is the same or similar to the robot skull we saw on the Akkad Island. It also had horns, so there is possible connection here. I assume that everyone made that already, this assumption. It just got to me right now that as I can see this picture. If it's the cover story about Wano, I'm more than happy to read it. Okay, Stella, is this wise? Even if you set this broadcast to start suddenly, it may not work. What do you mean, Shaka? Okay, I hope it's a flashback. We are counting too much on people being ready to receive and relay this. I mean, Shaka is not only wise, but he knows people too well. You know how it is with information. Agencies always spread the news all around the world by the next day. As soon as they receive it, word will spread all across the world by the next day. Yeah? You think so? But what if someone intercepts or censors our message? What the? Where is this broadcast coming from? You are right. Any suggestions? It's coming from every ship's transporter snails. We could piggyback off the Navy's comms traffic. Cut the connection. That's the thing, we can't. That would allow us to force a worldwide constant broadcast with our signal strength at maximum. Okay, sorry, I skipped a page. I see. That'll make it possible for anyone with a transporter snail to receive our initial voice message. Okay, and Luffy's like, and he's still grabbing Kiss like it's nothing, and Saturn is like, But they will still need a while to prepare their visual transporter snails. We are not going to get anything this chapter, do we? The time to set that up will vary from place to place. Let's take an interval of 1 hour. So it's a countdown actually, and Saturn is like, What are you planning to say, Vegapunk? And he's sweating. Haha. Okay. That's Vegapunk, right? Where is it coming from? And why now? An hour? That's too long. Don't you realize what will happen in that time? There are people who won't be pleased when we start this broadcast. They may find a way to terminate it before we finish. Ah, fair point. In that case, let's set the preparation interval to, and the navies are fighting 10 minutes. Vegapunk, that's your voice? Hey! And he's out, and I'm not sure if he's dead or not. In One Piece you can never tell. People of the world. And Saturn is like, Okay, the Holy Land of Marijoa. Saturn, have you dealt with Vegapunk? What is this transmission? What is the meaning of this? Kizaru delivered a killing blow. I saw it myself. He should be dead. Could he have set up a dead man switch so that this message would play upon the death of his main body? So they are connected. That seems likely. We have no way of knowing what he will say. If we can just pinpoint the source of this broadcast, the only location that seems plausible is the Labostratum on Egghead, but it's currently protected by that barrier of his. What should we do for the remaining 9.5 minutes? Okay, they are still discussing that. We could get inventing. And there is so much to do. How about some coffee? Okay. Dressrosa a new world. Did you hear that? This is Dr. Vegapunk we are talking about. If he is trying to tell something, the entire world something, it must be a big deal. Okay, so people are really preparing for it. We are not going to get anything this chapter. I mean, the termination at the beginning, it's like, no. Get a visual transporter snail out here. Put up a screen. Hurry, we only have 10 minutes. Okay, everyone is preparing. The wise man Luffy Land kidnapped? What's happening? Okay, so Leo is there, and of course Rebecca. Don't tell me you guys trusted another bad article about Lucy. And it seems like she's training with her father. She has bruises and everything. It's nice to see her, by the way, and Kira's too. I could also calculate the probability of interference happening. We have got the video ready. Is that Vegapunk? Fuchsia Village is blue. Okay. What's this all about? I thought it was just gonna be more news bad-mouthing Luffy, and people are like interested. A visual transponder snail? If only the village had one. How about it, Mayor? He's like, who's gonna pay for that? Raising it wouldn't be free, you know. Isn't having audio enough? And they're like, Water 7 Grand Line. Oh my god, Water 7. Wake up. This can't be good. Alice, prepare to screen the message. It seems like that Iceberg is really very tired, and from the cover story we have Alice, Iceberg's secretary. Her name is pronounced as Alice. Alice? Whatever. I mean, for me it's Alice. Yes, Mr. President, it's already playing in the room next door. Screens for each dock are also being prepared. It's nighttime, but considering the importance of this event, a summons has been issued notifying all citizens to be at the screen within 10 minutes. Is there anything else? World Economic Journal. Oh, what's with this feed? It's being relayed through Navy frequencies, but it's unencrypted. Where are Luffy-san and the others? Vivi is really interested about that. Don't be a ditz. Look at the clock in the background. That isn't the current time at Egghead. This must have been pre-recorded. Okay, Morgans is knowing that. After all, the Buster Corps is bound to have reduced the island to a sea of flames by now. In the West Blue, we can see people also. It's Dr. Vegapunk in the flesh. I heard his mind was cut above the rest, but this isn't what I expected. Okay, they see the old man. North Blue too. The man who lit up the world. Okay, it's being nostalgic there, and we can see people from the South Blue. It's actually quite a huge thing. He's going through all this trouble. What does he want the world to know? It will be cut off. I can already imagine it. I have to prepare myself to be let down a bit. I mean, honestly, at this point, I don't want to be disappointed. Okay, it might be the invention of the century or something. Okay, so people are curious about that. Kamabaka Kingdom, it will take 10 minutes to brew the coffee. Okay, I won't get a sip in. Okay, I see the probability of interference of this time frame is exceedingly low. That's good. What is Vegapunk up to now? More importantly, has he lost his head? Yes, he has, in some way or another. So that's the Dr. Vegapunk everyone is talking about, and all the revolutionaries are very interested and keen to see what's happening. He is quite the man to do this in the middle of a crisis. And Dragon remembers, I think I'll be dead soon. He talked to Shaka before, and this is what we saw in the anime last week. Looks like my punches don't damage you. Okay, we are back to Luffy fight, and Saturn is like, woo, and Kizaru's eyes beam, and Luffy is avoiding both the attacks, and I'm not letting you two to run off. Not till I'm sure my friends have escaped. And Gum Gum, he's trying to do something. Booming Dawn. Like a fly and spider. Smash symbol. Holy moly. Now that's what I like about Gear 5. You know what? I just saw the next page. They are floating like cartoon characters with stars. Okay, this is brilliant. I don't like every aspect of Gear 5 or Gear 5, whatever, but this is funny. Okay, this is funny. Luffy's like ding and playing with them. Okay, since you keep getting better no matter what, I'll send you flying for good. And he's tossing them away. But tossing away, I don't think that tossing away Kizaru would mean anything because he's light, sort of, I guess. I'm not sure about Saturn though. Okay, and it's to the ship, and maybe it's a boomerang, and Luffy's laughing it off. Okay, and okay, he's coming back. Saturn is coming back. He's like, oh, I'm an evil spider thingy. And he's like, well, what's it gonna take to keep you down? And he's thinking about that. Kizaru-san, what in the world happened? Are you alright? Admiral. And Kizaru is like, oh, just let me die. There is no time, Saturn. We cannot allow Vegapunk to speak freely. And Luffy's like, oh, that was close. There it is. This is our ship. I hope Vegapunk and the others are alright. I shall perform the summoning. And they're like, very well. Good. I mean, we weren't in trouble at all. Zap, zap, zap. Okay, these are black zaps. Interesting. What, the black lightning? I like the way that Saturn is drawn here. Really like a spider, but with all the flames or dark flames coming out of his back. It's really... And it's the last page. You can't be serious. And Luffy's like, what's going on? The hell? It's just like what that spider geezer appeared. Okay, wait a minute. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 elder stand. He's summoning the others. There's no other explanation. I can see 4 other. It means he's summoning the others. But no, it has to be the others, right? Because there is 4 of them. The planets are aligning. Okay, that is the... And break next week. So short. I mean, whimper and everything, but how many double spreads did we have? Not too many, right? Or am I bugging here? There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I mean, it's a short chapter. No matter where there is no continuation, so this is it. Boy. Wow. It seems like spring is starting off great. I mean, it's the 1st of March, so obviously, but whoa. I like that. You know, I kind of knew that we won't be getting any information this chapter. It's really like that. But summoning all the others, now that's something big. And wow, I mean, Luffy can handle one, but can he handle 5 of them directly? I'm not really sure about that. It's nice to see that they are really planning to do this. And what I also like is that we still have some hope that the termination, the title, might not refer to actually. So something will be broadcasted to the people, and it's up to Luffy and Co to actually protect this message or protect parts of this message, I guess. Wow. So this is it for now, and there is no other thing to. I mean, we could talk about several things, and I'm sure that you have also all sorts of thoughts about this chapter. So if you do, please comment on this video, and then we can discuss it maybe further. And I don't know if you want to have a video about discussing certain questions about One Piece or whatever. Leave a comment and then we can talk about it. But if not, then there is also the week after next week, and hopefully I can react to the latest chapter of One Piece once again, because it's a great story and one just has to really react to it. It's so great, indeed. Thank you very much for joining me this week too, and I hope you have a great week ahead of you. And of course, there is weekend ahead of us, so hopefully you will get some time off with your family, friends, or with anyone you love. And if not, well, there is always the internet, right? Thank you very much. See you next time. Bye bye.